Hey everyone, the fun doesn't stop. We've got the third layer getting previewed here for the Dungeons and Dragons 50th anniversary. Death is in the Eyes of the Beholder, Part 1. So, this layer is all about a specific beholder, Xanathar Guild Kingpin, and all the cards in this layer are in his colors and can be played with him. And yeah, let's check them out. First up, we've got the blob himself, Xanathar Guild Kingpin. It's a $3 card, $4 in the foil. We've only seen it before once, and last time it was 3 years ago. It sees some amount of play, ranked 4839 on EDH Rec. It's solid commander. People like to use it in front of their steel decks. Some people like it, some people don't. I think the art looks really fun here. Excited to see what the other ones look like. Next, we've got Bribery, or Beholder's Charm Ray. This is a $6 card, seen 6 reprints. Last saw it a year ago. It's ranked 3024. This one lets you search your opponent's library and take their best creature. Pretty solid for 5 mana. I really like the art here, especially in conjunction with the fluff text. It really kind of paints the scene as to what's going on. Next up, we've got Stifle, or Beholder's Sleep Ray. This is a $7 card, $22 in the foil. Boy, that's a scarcity foil if I ever saw one. 5 reprints. I know it says the last reprint was a week ago. It's not technically true yet. When this releases, the last reprint will have been a week ago because it's actually in the mystery box too. I know that's a little weird, but it does kind of make sense. This one is ranked 4956. Doesn't see a ton of play as it's a pretty narrow counter, but if this is something that you need that 15th counter in your deck, or you're playing a faster version of EDH, yeah, this is a solid card. Love the art here. This kind of reptilian beholder, kind of neat. Next up, we've got Delay, or the Beholder's Slowing Ray. This is a $2 card, seen 2 reprints. Last saw it 3.5 years ago. Ranked really high at 1033. It's a decent counterspell, letting you kind of tempo play your opponent. It's really good if you get into a counter war with another blue player, as countering a counterspell this way means that it'll come back in on their upkeep, which is effectively useless. Okay art here. It kind of falls off for me here art-wise. I really like the first 3 cards. The back 3 I think are just okay. Next up, we've got Blood Money, or Beholder's Petrification Ray. This is a 65-cent card, or $1 in the foil. Seen 3 reprints. Last saw it 9 months ago, and it's ranked 1747 on EDH Rec. It's just a big fat wipe. You kind of get some of the value back because you get tapped treasures, but it really sucks that they're tapped. So I don't know how many people are really springing for this. I know it's ranked up pretty high, but I think that's just because it's in a pre-con. Finally, rounding out what's nice to see, a 6-card layer here, we've got Drown in the Loch, or Beholder's Fear Ray. This is a $1 card that's seen 4 reprints. Last saw it 6 months ago. Ranked really high, 939 on EDH Rec. It's a solid counterspell that also doubles as removal if you do a good job of putting cards in your opponent's graveyards. It's just fine in Commander. You really do have to be able to fill the opponent's graveyards to really make sure this is turned on all the time. So what are the single prices for this layer? Well, we've got $18.39 in the non-foil, and we've got $33.87 in the foil. Even with that scarcity foil, we're still not hitting that $39.99 of the asking price for foils here. So again, they really are banking on if you like the art and the nostalgia here for D&D. So how are we rating this layer? Well, on the foil side, we've got a 4. This has got an asterisk next to it just because of that huge scarcity foil play, probably closer to a 3. Playability is a 4. All of these cards see play, and they're all counterspells. If you really like counterspells for the most part, this is a decent layer to pick up if you like beholder art. Art, I'm being a little nitpicky here. I wish that the theme, since they all can go in a Xanathar deck, I wish all the cards looked a little more alike. I don't really like how green the black card is. I don't really like how orange a few of these cards are. 3 of the cards I think look really awesome, and I may pick those up as singles. That being said, I think the art is solid. I don't think this is like bad art by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is a solid layer offering. Art looks cool. I'm just giving it a 3 because that's how I feel about it. On the non-foil rating side, you see this has come down to a 3 financially. We've seen this trend with every single D&D layer so far. They've basically had almost enough value to get themselves a 4 here on the foil side, but dropping down to a 3 for the non-foil, which is where I would expect most of these cards to kind of land anywhere in that 3 rating. So total for this layer, this is actually the worst one yet. I love seeing 6 cards. I think the cards look good. I think if you love Beholder stuff, this is something you'd strongly consider. Weakest layer here being a 3.0 in the foil, 3.2 in the non-foil. So it's still a solid offering. It gets that minus a half point for the scarcity foil play. We don't mess around with that here. It's not cool when you have to spend an extra $10 to get potentially the same exact values. We dock some points off for that for sure. So that's the third layer in the Dungeons & Dragons 50th anniversary. Stay tuned. We've got 2 more left. Subscribe if you don't want to miss them. And let me know in the comments if this is one that you are thinking about buying or if you're going to pass on this one. I'll see you in the next one.